What's going on out there, all my fellow YouTube junkies? It's Jesse Dukes, aka the Holyblaze, here with another Holyblaze fiction addiction reading of My Little Dashie, a sequel. Author Ty 500 600, Chapter 2. "Let's get her to bed," whispered Princess Celestia to Fluttershy. The two were in Rainbow Dash's cloud castle, gently resting her in bed. It was nighttime, and it would soon be time for Celestia to raise the sun again. Outside of Rainbow's cloud castle hovered a pink balloon that the other four ponies sat in, watching their friend finally being returned home. Twilight Sparkle let out a sigh of relief. "I really thought that man who watched Rainbow was going to put up more of a fight, especially after we heard about how much he cared for her so much," she whispered. She looked back at her three friends that were in the balloon. They were all clearly tired and wanted rest. "He just wanted what was best for his little, Dashie," Applejack muttered. "Oh, that poor man. Was this really right for us? I mean, yes, she is our friend too, but that man was all alone in his world without Dashie. We have each other. 5 of us. They only had each other," Pinkie Pie moped. "Well, of course this is what's best, darling. Rainbow Dash was not meant for that world. She's meant for ours," Rarity chimed in, ever so quickly to defer any bad ideas about losing her friends. "Okay, girls. Rainbow is asleep. She should be as good as new tomorrow. I'll swing by again to check later," sighed Princess Celestia. "Fluttershy, would you mind staying here for the night to make sure nothing bad happens?" she asked politely. "Oh, sure. I would love to spend the night with Rainbow," blushed Fluttershy, her voice ever so quiet. "Twilight, I would hate to trouble you more, but I have an assignment for you. I would like you to research this phenomenon and tell me what you discover. This has never happened before, and I want to know all about it." The princess glanced at her pupil. "Will do, Princess. You can count on me," said a confident Twilight. "Oh, my head," moaned a disgruntled Rainbow Dash. She kept her eyes closed and ran a hoof up to her throbbing forehead. Reaching around herself, she searched for her bedside table. She bumped a glass of water, which she quickly drank down. She didn't even bother to open her eyes due to the sunlight, and she wrapped herself up in the blanket she had on her and dozed back off. Fluttershy hovered in the doorway, considering waking her Pegasus friend, but she thought better of it and let her doze back off. "I'll just make her some breakfast. That would be nice, wouldn't it?" Fluttershy asked herself. "I think it would be." She smiled and headed on her way. About half an hour later, Rainbow Dash woke up again to the smell of cooking. At first it smelled amazing until she opened her eyes. This wasn't her room. Where were her posters? Where was her comfy mattress? She started to breathe really fast. Where was she? She tried to calm herself, and for a moment it was working because she thought she heard her dad coming to see her, until she saw that a flying figure was floating in the doorway. "Good morning, Rainbow Dash. How are you?" Fluttershy was cut short. Rainbow Dash started yelling at the top of her lungs. "Dad!" "Oh no. Please, Rainbow, you're home now. What's going on? Don't you recognize me?" By now, Fluttershy had dropped the plate and backed into the corner, trying to shy away from Rainbow Dash, which was flying around the room as fast as her wings could carry her. Panicking, she tried to fly through the cloud walls that surrounded her, but to her surprise they were solid. She took a chance at the window, and that worked. She flew out into the sky, away from that scary place, only to turn to see a large pony by the name of Celestia staring her in the face. "Ah, Rainbow Dash. I was just coming to check on you. Good to see that you're up," Celestia said in a royal tone. The panicked look in Rainbow's eyes concerned her, though. Are You all right? Rainbow just floated there for a moment, mouth gaping. Her voice finally caught up to her mouth. But you were a dream. I had a dream that a bunch of the ponies from My Little Pony had come to me and my dad's house. And you were there, and so was that yellow one that had me trapped in that cloud fortress, exclaimed Rainbow Dash, pointing back towards the castle. Celestia looked shocked. You still remember him? The memory spell Twilight cast was supposed to restore your true memories. This is most troubling. So you don't recognize that sky castle? She pointed at the castle. Dash shook her head, still dismayed. Where's my dad? I thought this was a dream. Where is he? We were supposed to go to an air show today with the Blue Angels. Where is he? Where is my dad? She was on the verge of tears. Oh dear. Rainbow Dash, come with me. We are going to see Twilight, said Celestia with a stern tone. I hope she has found something useful, Celestia thought to herself. She thought Rainbow Dash would resist at first, but apparently something about her presence made the Pegasus fly right next to her as they started on their way to Twilight's house.